But now I want to bring in my wonderful panel, Nick Cater, Executive Director of the Menzies Research Centre, and Nicolle Flint, former Liberal MP for Boothby. Welcome, Nicolle and Nick. I want to return to this issue surrounding Moira Deeming. I brought it up at the top of the show. Her name's still being dragged through the mud today. Despite her defiant and emotional speech to the party room yesterday, I went through some of that last night. I discussed it with Tony Abbott. This is what he had to say about Moira Deeming.
She has done absolutely nothing. She said absolutely nothing that should be undoable and unsayable by Liberals. She hasn't done anything to deserve even suspension from the party room, let alone expulsion. And if it's impossible for a Liberal to defend women's rights to their own safe spaces and to fair sport, well, at least in Victoria, the Liberal Party is really in a lot more trouble than I thought.
Nicolle, it looks to me like a lot of face-saving for Pesutto, if nothing else. He said yesterday that something new came to light at 6:30 a.m. and that changed his mind away from expulsion. But if that's true, why did he still then move the motion to expel her at 10 a.m? And he only pulled the motion after she spoke. So he spoke first, the other leaders, then 10 people spoke in favour of her. She then speaks, and only then does he pull the motion. Now, that says to me he didn't have the numbers in the room. How's this going down, do you think, with party faithful?
It's going down extremely poorly, Peter. People are absolutely furious about this whole fiasco. And it seems that John Pesutto has utterly failed to read the room, and not just the party room. It is extraordinary that this could happen in the week when women around the world are fighting for women's rights and regaining our rights, where women around the world have been celebrating World Athletics, saying we will not tolerate any non-biological women in women's sports because it's just unfair. And the Leader of the Opposition in Victoria does what he's done. I cannot imagine a CEO of an organisation in Australia being able to treat a new young female employee in this manner and get away with it. The other big problem here, Peter, is the political damage that Pesutto has done by demonising Moira Deeming in the manner in which he has. There's a federal by-election in Aston this weekend, so this is really damaging for that. It's damaging for the Liberal brand to see this sort of brawl. Pesutto has only been in the job for 4 months, so he has utterly damaged his stature as the Leader of the Opposition. And most importantly, Peter, you know, you spoke about Dan Andrews being in China. The focus has been on the Liberal Party, not on the Labor Party. All that Melburnians, Victorians should be talking about right now is what on earth is our Premier doing in China?
Yeah, spot on, spot on.